Hey, this will be a video chart on ZVTK, ZVTK Incorporated. Did this one a little while back and kind of mapped out a channel and basically said that there's not too much I can say about it until it makes a move in one direction or the other. Unfortunately, it's gone to the downside direction, and because of that, I've gotten quite a few requests pour in, and rightfully so. The chart does deserve an update, so that's going to be the point of this. Kind of map out where the chart stands now, and what you want to keep your eyes out for in the future from a technical perspective. So I just want to get that old channel updated. We had a low right here, and the bottom of the channel we basically said was at 0075, right around in that area, and then the top of it was essentially up here at 0.012. You can see that it had bounced around here quite a bit, gone up and down like that. However, on this trip back down, never could get the momentum to get back up, and just pretty much hovered there and hovered around this area. And today finally separated. I saw it yesterday. However, I really didn't consider that quite a break because it didn't really separate from the zone. One thing people sometimes forget is supports and resistances are not specific to exact prices. They're more of zones or more of webs, however you want to look at them. So I didn't really consider that quite a break yet because it didn't really pull away. But unfortunately today, this is clearly pulling away from this area now. So this is a trendline break here. So with that being said, the first update that needs to be made is this was a previous support, but because it failed, it is now resistant. So I'll change that to red. And this is a resistance up here still too. But for the time being, this level here is the key level that we're going to want to get back above. And once again, that level is right here at 0075. Now, the more important thing kind of comes in the shape of where our support levels at right now, because clearly, the bears are pushing it down some. So we kind of need to see where the bulls finally going to decide to step in and take control back over from the stock. And we have a couple different areas of support, and actually the one today did a great job of holding up. But you can see we had this previous high here, which is when it made this big move here back on the 22nd of December. It peaked out at 0.0058, and then obviously you can see when it broke above, it made its big move. But this was a good example of resistance becoming support. So this is a support level, and the low today was 0.0057, so essentially 0.0058. So this did a good job of holding strong as a support. Now ideally you'd like to see this one hold, but if it doesn't, there is still hope from a support standpoint, because we have a couple of the big kind of tough guy moving averages down here. And what I'm going to do is base it off of this high right here. And why am I choosing that? Well, if you look, you can see that basically splits the difference between these two crucial moving averages. This purple line is the 50-day simple moving average. This orange line is the 200-day simple moving average. And if you follow technical analysis, you know that the 50 and 200-day moving averages are always important, because pretty much all traders, everybody that uses charts, have them on their chart. So they do contain quite a bit of that self-fulfilling type prophecy thing with them, because everybody expects them to act as resistances, or everybody expects them to act as support. So here they will be acting as support, hopefully, and they're going to need to. If they can't, then that's going to be a big red flag. So what I'm going to do is make this a big thick line to remind everybody that this is the crucial area. Hopefully, this support level here holds, and we don't even have to come down here and visit this area. But if it doesn't, this is kind of what I'm calling the must-hold level. If this can't hold, then that's just showing that something's just not right anymore, because if people, truly felt good about the stock and so forth, they'd be wanting to gobble up shares down here. Or it could just show that the downward pressure is just too much. It doesn't look like there's been too much downward pressure, just because if you look at the volume, all this has been happening on less volume. We had a big volume in the breakout days. So right now it looks like this might just be people kind of losing their patience and deciding to just, held elsewhere, sell here and then go put their money in something else. But it by no means has this been, huge dramatic volume. This was a big dramatic volume, and this is on the up days. So it doesn't look like any huge dumping or anything like that. Just simply, I think people kind of losing their interest. So kind of to wrap things up in general, the key level that we want to get back above is this previous support, which is at 0075. This is our main resistance. We want to see some closes above. Ideally, we'd like to see this support level hold, but if it doesn't, we really want to see this level here at about 0.0044 hold. Once again, I chose that because it basically splits the difference between these two moving averages. and it was a previous high over here anyway. So 0.0044 is the key moving average, and 0.0058 is an ideal support level that you would like to see hold. So hopefully this one will hold strong this upcoming week, and we'll be able to get back above this level, but only time will tell. So if there are any other questions on the chart, please shoot me a message. I'd also encourage you, if you have not yet, to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and sign up for the free newsletter, you'll be sent a free ebook, and with your newsletter subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things from penny stocks up to big boards. So there's a good variety, something for everybody, and best part is it's all free, so it's worth at least checking out. We've been making some good money together. So sign up, give it a try, and just see what it's all about. One last time, this was ZVTK. Thanks for listening, and everybody have a good weekend.